In this video, you will learn how to add project participants to a Lameta Metadata project. To follow along with this guide, you should have already created a new Lameta project and entered the project level metadata for it as described in part 1 of this video series. To start creating metadata records for people who contributed to the project, click on the People tab. Click on New Person in the bottom left corner of the screen to create a new person profile. Then fill in the fields with information for that person. Under Full Name, enter the person's full name as they prefer for it to appear in the archive. Enter the person's birth year if known. If you do not know the birth year, leave the field blank and mention an age range or estimate in the description. Select an option for the person's gender from the drop-down menu. In the field under Languages, type in one of the languages that the person uses. Click Add Language for additional fields. Now, enter a description of the person, with a bit of language biography, for example, how and where the person acquired or learned to speak their languages. Do not include personal or sensitive information in the description, as this will be public in the archive. Below the description box, there are some additional fields that you can fill out if you feel they are relevant to your project. Until you upload a record of the person's informed consent, Lameta will display a warning sign next to the person's name in the list on the left sidebar. To add a consent document, click on Add Files at the top right of the window. This can be either written or oral consent and can be uploaded in a variety of formats, including PDF, JPEG scans, audio, or video files. Navigate to the consent file, select it, and click OK. Once the file is added to Lameta, select it and click on the option to Rename for Consent. Lameta will automatically rename the file and recognize it as a consent record. Keep adding people by clicking on New Person until you have enough people to get started on some sessions. Everyone involved in the documentation project needs to appear in the metadata, including people who appear in the primary recordings, as well as the people who contribute transcriptions and translations and others working behind the scenes. You can always return to the People tab to add new people or edit existing entries as the project grows and develops.